one has a deal as good as the one at Ohio and ProCare right now.
10 cents off Canine Cuisine's new crunchy mailman flavor.
Keep clipping, Bern. You see, right now, when you come to Ohio and ProCare and get a great 1995 oil change, we'll give you a coupon for $5 of free Ohio Super Unleaded gasoline.
Here's one. 25 cents off Special Moments coffee.
Keep clipping. Your oil change includes a complete lube, 5 quarts of Nitrex Super Premium Motor Oil, a new Atlas filter, and a $5 free Super Gasoline coupon. And that's pretty hard to beat.
Wow, $15 off.
You're kidding.
No, look. Oceanfront condo.
Keep clipping, Bernie.
Offer good at participating Ohio service stations and ProCare through February 28th on most cars and light trucks. And right now, any auto service or product purchase totaling $100 or more may be charged to your Ohio or Horizon card with no payments until April.
Winning a new Ford Escort with... Well, January 10th at the Garden, you may walk in just a Cyclones hockey fan. But that same night, with one lucky shot, you may drive away in a new Ford Escort GT from Walt Sweeney West Hills Ford. For free tickets, listen to 700 WLW Sports Talk. Put out your hockey sticks and get ready for that one big shot at a new Ford Escort GT from 700 WLW.
Yes, hello, you're on that very station he just mentioned. Hello, who's this?
Yama. Yama?
Harry.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody to work. They're screaming at the position. You got it wrong. It's cubic feet, not square feet.
No one ever...
Appleton wood.
We're not mathematicians here.
But it's cubic feet.
It's cubic feet, not square feet. And it equals about a 54 bushel difference.
Oh, yeah.
Bushel, right? Bushel math. That's wood.
That's up 124. It must be an easier way, and I think we have it. Yes, hello, who's this?
Gary, this is I believe according to the dictionary of 4 foot high, 8 foot deep,
4 foot high. Wait, 4 foot high.
like putting the knee into the sack. It'll be 4 foot high, 4 foot across, 4 foot across,
Okay.
and 8 foot deep, like a bed.
And a mouse can't run through it.
Yeah.
That's a cord.
Yeah. I think I reckon these are half or quarter of that.
Or a pile of wood.
Or pound.
Yes, yes. Thank you.
Okay.
I like semi. Semi gets right. Okay, there it is. 4 foot high. 4 foot wide. A mouse can't run through it. How's 8 foot deep? Come on, mess it up. No, I got a good guy. He's 7. I realize that. But don't worry about it. I feel good about Pete Rose's stamina. They are checking everything he does. I mean, not a move is made by Pete Rose when it seems there's not a reporter somewhere near him that is trying to find out his every move. I mean, he can't go to the bathroom.
This is Dan Buckles interrupting because it gives me a clinical sense of power. As we speak, the city is still recuperating. Pete Rose always gave 110%, but now finds himself in a halfway house. That was just brilliant. Go ahead and say it now, Donald.
Plagiarist.
Don, either repeat your line or do your report.
In front of the Albert House, where thousands are gathered to commiserate the return of number 14. These are fans from the Pete Rose incident. Excuse me, sir, as a lifelong Reds fan, how has this...
I'm not a Reds fan, Donald. I'm Scoops O'Neill from USA Today.
This gentleman, sir, has the Pete Rose incident scarred you for life? Were you personally disfigured by the Pete Rose incident?
Donald, I'm going to beat up people that are fucking fire.
Apparently, these aren't the fans mutilated by the Pete Rose incident. They're all reporters in search of those fans.
Whose life has been destroyed by the Pete Rose incident, the media will continue to pick him up and get him financial aid. Donald, I think that now would be a good time to state that the headline how ironic it was that Pete Rose always gave 110%, but now finds himself in a halfway house. It's my law, not anymore. Thanks to Dan Buckles in New York. Back.
Thank you so much. It is amazing. I mean, they're covering his every move. Now, that wasn't really, they weren't covering Pete Rose at that point. They're trying to find the Pete Rose fans who were suffering. It turns out to be a bunch of reporters who were suffering. If they don't have the great story the guy next to them gets. Well, that's the National Sports coming up.
This is Dan Buckles interrupting again because it's always better the second time around. To be called a Pete Rose tragedy. While other reporters are clamoring outside the Talbot House, Portia, disguised as a decorative gift fern, has made her way inside. Portia, don't you think it's ironic that Pete always gave 110% but now finds himself in a halfway house?
That's clever. Is that your line, Dan?
Well, I did say it first.
And directly inside of it is none other than Pete Rose. Pete, America needs to know. Are you going number one? If you're number one-ing, America can assume that you're drinking too much and letting your current situation get to you. If you're number two-ing, millions will only speculate that you, a once godlike figure, have now been demoted to human status. Pete, do you really go 2 takes at a time like the rest of us?
No comment.
At least tell us this. Are you sitting or standing?
Neither.
I'll just peek under the stall here.
Get out of here.
Dan, let me just say that Pete's not going to come out of here smelling like a rose.
Portia, that's almost as good as my line about giving 110% and finding yourself in a halfway house.
Outstanding that gave it to me.
Plagiarist. This is Dan Buckles interrupting from New York, and now back to our station.
I want to back up. I just got anyone want to back up? No. We'll just let someone else.
Here's a question. When is a big bang not a big bang? It's when it's the Huntington. It's when you need a banker who'll give you personal attention, one-on-one and face-to-face. It's when you need the strength and technology of a really big bank and the sensitivity of one caring individual banker. So whether your banking needs are big ones or small ones, corporate or family, why not try the Huntington? Start building a banking relationship where personal service means more than lip service. There are 20 Huntington offices throughout Cincinnati and northern Kentucky. Call for the office location nearest you. Personal solutions from the personal bankers. And all at the Huntington. Huntington Bank. Everybody is used to killing people. But Ann Cameron is one woman he intends to keep alive. Because in a town where everyone is on his trail, his husband may be his only ally.
You're not going to let me go anyway, so we might as well talk. I could help you.
Would she turn him in if she had the chance? Or would she risk her life for him?
Oh, Annie, no.
This Gun for Hire, a USA world premiere movie starring on USA.
Last line there, Doc. Yes, you had the official Cord and Rick. I thought we had the answer on that, but go ahead.
Okay, as far as most of these city guys guessing it, the official is 8 foot long, okay, 6 foot high.
4 foot high. 4 foot high.
6 foot, because a Rick is exactly half of that.
Oh.
Okay, a Rick would be 3 foot tall and 8 foot long.
Never mind.
Oh, Rick is right, yes, sir.
Thank you.
Could I have a guess on also on what?
No, I'm going to have to hold off on the guesses because Andy Mack is just chopping to get on the radio here. He goes crazy when we take his time. But 3:30 we'll have you guess and have Rob do his impression again.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you for calling. I love it. You're a star. Well, we're sports. This is Andy McWilliams, and guess what, Andy? Buddy Ryan has lost his job. He's not head coach of Philadelphia, nor the New England Patriots. Because they have a coach already. They should have waited.
Yeah, the Patriots hired the guy from Syracuse, person, and Ryan made the playoffs 3 straight years. That wasn't good enough for Norman Brayman, the owner of the Eagles.
Wasn't he beaten in the first game of the playoffs?
Yes, he was. All 3 first-round games, but he had a plus 500 record over 5 years, and that just wasn't good enough. So Brayman fired him.
The Eagles before that did not have that kind of a record, did they?
No, they did not.
I'm sounding
No,
more
they
like
did
Sam.
not. They did well back in the late 70s and early 80s when Dick Vermeil was the coach, but then they went into a long slump. Buddy Ryan brought them out of that slump, and now they're going to get rid of him.
Okay. Well, now they need to go back into a slump again.
Jim Kelly, Buffalo Bills quarterback, returning to practice, and he may be ready to start against Miami in that playoff game Saturday.
Well, maybe he'll hurt himself in practice. We can only hope.
He may.
Yeah, because
Frank Rich has done so well.
Now, you want Miami to win, though, that game, because that means that they'll be in Cincinnati, correct?
Assuming that the Bengals beat the LA Raiders.
Well, I'm assuming
Cincinnati
that.
is a 7-point underdog.
Basically a foregone conclusion anyway, yeah.
You're right, Gary.
Yeah.
Why did I?
I'm on the bandwagon. You got to get me up up here.
I can tell. King of the front runners. Yes, sir. He's right out there.
I'm right there. And proud of it, as I said before. Shows I'm not stupid enough to get involved in a losing situation.
Gary Burbank is a hood ornament. He's a hood ornament on the front-running bandwagon.
I'm right there.
Baseball Hall of Fame 11 tonight to find out who's going to make it in the class of 1991. Probably Rod Carew, Raleigh Fingers, maybe Jim Bunning, probably not, unfortunately, and maybe Gaylord Perry. Perry's won 300-plus games for discriminating. He had the honesty to come out and say, I doctored the baseball.
And so you're upset
I used
about
an Emery board, I used Vaseline.
You're upset about this, then, aren't you?
Gaylord Perry.
You ought to be double upset that a bunch of creeps from the, that decided they were going to be a committee for Adolf, Fay Vincent. I keep referring to Adolf Vincent. And decide they're going to vote to see if Pete Rose can even be on the ballot to be on the Hall of Fame vote. Which amazes me, that a journalist would put up with this kind of censorship. This is censorship in its purest form. I would like to know, Andy Mack, what is?
I don't think the journalists are going to put up for that. There are 2 journalists on that committee of 9.
But those
and they are both
journalists
opposed to any effort to take away the right of the Baseball Writers Association of America voting.
But they're going to be outvoted, you know that.
Of course.
They're only on there as token journalists, you know that.
That's right.
And you're upset about this, man. He
I
may
am.
go up there and possibly bomb threat on the building.
Well, no, I won't go that far because,
Well,
please,
he's going to do something. He's going to do something.
listen, you went far enough when you canceled my subscription to Sports Illustrated.
Hey,
Do not place
you're a
any-
more learned person now because I did that, too.
You're right.
You really are, because you're reading the sporting news like me, and suddenly you know about these things. I don't know the innuendo, but I certainly know the facts.
Cyclone Taki tonight in the Cincinnati Gardens. The Clones can win their 6th straight, and they would reach the 500 mark for the first time this year.
How about that? Well, let's do something else, Andy. I'm not sure exactly what, but...
I got a
Now
letter.
here's something we hope you'll really like.
Andy Mack has a letter. We'll do that first, as we ask Andy. Yes, Andy.
Letter. We get letters. Singular. This is from Jean Phillips of Lawrenceburg, Indiana. She's a 12-year-old fan. And, of course,
kid.
she lives in Jim Scott country out there, so she's got to be a number 1.
Sure.
Wants to know who Parson Brown is in the song Winter Wonderland.
Who Parson Brown is
In the
song.
meadow, we will build a snowman. And that he is Parson Brown.
You're right.
He'll say, are you married? We'll say no, man.
Did he play for Parson Brown? He played with the Saints for a while, I think.
He did. He was a punter Saint.
A punter for the New Orleans
Parson
Saints.
Brown. But I think she's confused in that the word parson is not commonly referred to as he's a clergyman. Minister. He's a minister.
A parson is that.
Parson is a minister.
Yeah, but he also was a kicker for the Saints, too.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
There
There was a guy who played for the old Boston Patriots.
Yeah.
His name was he was an ordained Lutheran minister and a kicker.
No
and a
kidding.
wide receiver.
And a kicker?
Tony Romeo.
Tony Romeo.
Yes.
I could see Tony Romeo as being a TV preacher.
He was unseated as the Patriots kicker by Gino Capoletti.
Really?
And the only reason that Gino got the job was that he had an Italian restaurant, and he used to treat the general manager of the Patriots and the coaches to free meals.
And I thought you knew just little stupid things that nobody cared about, Doc.
And even though Tony Romeo was an ordained Lutheran minister and gave sermons in the dressing room, he was fired.
He was... No,
And
really?
Gino Capoletti was hired.
I can't. This is who, please? I think it's Joe. Joe?
Joe, yes.
Yes, that's Andy, Joe.
Yes, this has been bothering me for quite a while. Why do we use shampoo to wash our hair instead of real poo?
Why do we use shampoo instead of real poo, Andy?
Well, real poo is just too darn expensive. Real poo is only made on the island of Pango Pango.
Yeah.
Yes. In American Samoa.
American
And
Samoa,
just think of the great cost of transporting that in huge quantities to this country. So we use the artificial shampoo instead.
You'd have those poo boats, you know.
Yes.
Oh, the poo boats are coming. Oh, 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 oh. They used to have those songs. I used to like that. My mother used to sing that to me about the poo boats.
You know, that's the prime reason that we fought World War II in the Pacific. So protect American Samoa so that the real shampoo, the real poo, could be brought to the more affluent more affluent people in the society.
Let's stop here and go on, because I think we've probably evacuated any Americans from thinking about
It also costs too much to swap the food.
You're right, too. Swab the poop. Go. This is Max. Hiya, Max. Mark.
This is Mark.
I'm sorry, Mark, yeah. I'm reading Dot's writing here.
How's Mom and Dad?
They're doing okay, Mark. Thanks for asking.
Hello, Mark.
Hi. I got a question about sports combined.
Life and sports combined.
Yeah.
Andy can handle
Since
it.
Andy knows all the answers.
Sure, yeah.
Life is sports.
Yes. Well, as you know, the Wheaties cereal has champions and all kinds of great players on the front, right? And we know that Bill Cunningham is a great athlete. So why hasn't Cunningham been on the front yet?
Well, because Cunningham never gets up early enough to eat breakfast. Therefore, he has no clue as to what Wheaties are, and he could not legitimately endorse that product.
Yeah, you have to eat it first.
Thanks for cleaning that up, folks.
And we didn't have to agree to be eaten by Cunningham first.
That would be a major session.
Yes. This is, I think it must be Leo. Leo?
Hello, this is Leo.
Hi, Leo.
I have a culinary and medical question to ask Dan. I would like to know how long you need to bake a pumpkin in the oven so that when you eat it, it won't grow into a pumpkin in your stomach.
There's a good question, Andy.
Yes, well, the only way that you could really do that safely is to take the pumpkin seeds to the area around Fernal, or in some area where it would be irradiated with your base.
I don't think you can cook
nuclear
it long
waste.
enough.
No, it has to be contaminated with nuclear waste to destroy all its gross properties.
Like I think those beer bellies are actually pumpkin seeds.